Right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to those who elect and those that endure to the end. Right, in this particular lesson, I figure I'd name it in the meanwhile, right? Because you have 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who are occupied with different forms of folly. All right, I'm gonna just put it like that. All right, you're occupied with we just had the Super Bowl this last past Sunday, right? And people were caught up with the halftime show, and did Lil Wayne deserve it? Did Kendrick Lamar deserve it? People are so caught up with the things that are around them. All right, and real quick, I'm gonna grab this. One of my favorite scriptures, man. Right, 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Okay, and it reads, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach." And this is the point. "No man that warreth entangling himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier." Right? So a lot of these people, okay, 2/3, the rest of everybody else on the world besides in the world besides the elect, they're pretty much either enemies or casualties waiting to happen. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel are casualties that are waiting to happen. All right, they're entangled with the things of the world. All right, they haven't even been called to be soldiers. All right, they haven't even been called to fight. All right, this glorious fight that we're fighting, man. Paul said it the best. He said, he finished the good fight. So there's an active fight that's going on between the wicked and the righteous. All right, but I brought that out to harp on the point of being entangled. All right, entangled. It says, "No man that warreth entangling himself with the affairs of this life." All right, so the affairs, the different things, all right, that this world has to offer, all right, that are besides the basic necessities that we need on a day-to-day basis. All right, you got to work, keep yourself up, bills, things like that. Those things are given. I don't know what this dude doing, man. Sightseeing, man. What you doing? Those things are given. All right, but the things that are outside of those criteria that I named, all right. Real quick, let me go to my little list. All right, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6, and it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shouldest be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." All right, and that's coming. Okay, that's coming. The law gonna require that in due time. Okay. All right, these very people who reject us, reject the message ultimately of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua that is flowing through us via the Holy Spirit. Okay, they reject that. Right? They shun it. They loathe it. All right. I just seen I believe it was Elder Manaka Zakba did a response video to the end who basically she was saying she hate calling her Hebrew Israelite customer because he's always trying to convert her. All right, whether I don't know if he's affiliated with a camp or whatever the case may be, but nevertheless, all right, you have people like that who whisper and sit back behind closed doors and talk about the truth and knows that better truth, man. Whether he was sincere or not, it's still against the truth, man. Okay, but nevertheless, you got people who are actually gonna reap what they sow. They forgot the Lord, and the Lord gonna forget them in the day, man. In that day, all right. And that day is talking about Jacob's trouble. Okay, the end of the so-called. Look at this guy. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. Moving on. All right. This is Romans 13:11, and it reads, "And that knowing the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." That's right. All right, now it's time to wake up. Okay? It's not time to be lackadaisical, getting lukewarm, right? Hey, and men are watching, man. Men are checking on brothers. Men are giving brothers a spiritual nudge. All right, they wake up. You know what I mean? Because hey, this thing is about the long haul. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay, and you get tired in a marathon. You know, you get tired, and it's not like you saying, "Hey, I wanna take a break right now." And you have some men that do that, but the sincere brothers, they need that spiritual nudge. Like, hey, we still running. You know, keep up the pace. Don't fall too far behind. You know, and those things are necessary, man. But nevertheless, it said it's high time to wake out of sleep. All right, so hey, the time is now to awake. All right, it's at its peak. Okay, because this devil is about to come down with great wrath, and I got that lined up too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it. Revelations 12:12, and it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." Okay, so man, you have Donald Trump. You know, brothers, we joke, but in all seriousness, all solemnity, all right, hey, this devil Donald Trump, he haven't put down his pen yet, man. He's signing executive orders, order after order after order. You know, and I was watching the brother Inspiration of the Almighty, one of his little clips. He was going into different clips of you know, a collab, of different Edomites speaking on, you know, Donald Trump and shit like that. And he was like, man, hey, this devil might accomplish everything he said he was gonna do in the first 6 months of presidency, right? You know, and through the spirit, brothers have identified this devil as that cruel lord, right? And this devil is cruel, man. He's coming with how you say it, ferocity, right? He's a ferocious beast, man. You know. All right, this is Jeremiah 15:1, and it says, "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet..." Oh, they don't know how to turn. Come on, man. People are insane, bro. People are insane. It's like it. At the top again, Jeremiah 15:1. "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth." Right? Because the Lord tired of talking. He's actually, you know, starting to close down, all right, the period of talking, that period of grace. Okay? And it's going to be a lot of restrictions, all right, on these different platforms that brothers are speaking on. All right, you had that whole Tierra attack, okay, down here in New Orleans. All right, the brothers shut down the main street, all right, that we was on. You know, so it's getting closer and closer to that time where the Lord will make our tongues stick to the rules of our mouths, man. You know. That's coming soon, okay? And it says, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for debt to debt, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. All right, you know, so just death, pain, anguish, okay, evil times. All right, evil times are said to come. All right, that's why we gotta, you know, be in this spirit. This Psalms 64:1, and it says, and it reads, it's like, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, so David is in, we need to be in the same stead as David. All right, if we're that hopeful tabernacle of David, we got to be in that same stead, all right, of praying that the Lord will preserve us from all of these said things that this devil is going to come out with. All right, this devil have big plans, all right, for the nation of Israel. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He got big plans. All right. And I could get more, but I'm gonna be approaching my destination real soon. So let me grab the last precept that I had. Okay, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, take good heed, Slaki, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass." Okay, so you know, hey, a lot of our people are wooed by the different methods that this devil, you know, is able to use over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, that witchcraft, y'all are wooed by it. All right, y'all are lulled to sleep by it. And you know, they trust this devil through his different it's like the camera tripping and shit. You know, they're wooed by this dude's sorceries. Okay, different measures of sorcery. All right, via these different platforms, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. Also, you know, through the music. Okay, which we understand that these things are starting to become obvious. Right? A lot of people are starting to catch on, but not quick enough. It's gonna be too late when these people, you know, actually catch on. All right, and it reads, "And thou shalt know that his rust had not altogether been wiped away." All right, because one thing about rust, if you don't treat it, all right, if you don't get rid of it, hey, that rust gonna come back. Okay, and that's just like this devil. He might wipe away so-called rust or his wickedness, but that shit gonna come right back, man. He's prone to rust. He's prone to do wickedness. Okay. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at any right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou be Slakia. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith." All right, and that's the point. It says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or such as come nigh to wild beasts?" All right. Yeah, who gonna pity a charmer? Who gonna pity a charmer that, you know, wants to work and deal with, you know, these wild animals, these poisonous and dangerous animals? Okay, you know, this devil Edom, hey, he's a wild man, he's a beast. Okay, he's always got tricks up his sleeve. All right, so who's gonna pity a person that wants to you know, tangle with that? Right? That's why we're in that stead of that Psalm 64, man, and 1. All right, hide me, not mingle with this devil. But anyway, you know, I want to get out of here. I'm approaching my destination. You know, before I get out of here, I'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Ofu elect. Shalom, the Baba Ball.